get the afterglow of light bathing the Mississippi River in the Crescent City, New Orleans. And it's the Pelicans in New Orleans for a little interconference action at New Orleans Arena. Now a chance to check out our starting lineups. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Not again, bro.
Here we are in November.
That,
Let's
man.
see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You take a look at Los Angeles. A terrific position for them as they hold up that illustrious top spot. But it's a long season, as we all know. And, of course, there's the Pelicans. Not in the same realm right now in terms of their record.
When I look at New Orleans, they've been as flat as they can be this season. It might be time, not just for some lineup changes, but a major overhaul.
Yeah, you might be right, Clark, because you can see that there's no spark to this club. Nothing seems to be clicking. And so I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some big changes.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, over that break, I listened in on Brett Brown's huddle. He said to his guys, we need to make things very difficult for them on the perimeter. Hands up, challenging shots, preventing any kind of open looks. It's still very early in this game, so there's plenty of time for those changes to take effect, Kevin.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Evans dishes to Davis.
Good D.
Nice D from Noel.
Probably the biggest knock on Anthony Davis you could make his rookie season is that he missed a lot of time with injuries, and that's really not something you knock a guy for. Ankle, a concussion. He missed several stretches.
And he gets it to go. Noel's got his second basket of the game. New Orleans in the lead. Here's Roberts. Anderson, a screen on Turner. And it's Gordon penetrating. Evans passes to Davis. 6 on the shot clock. Roberts. And it's blocked by Noel. And they're able to recover. And Davis puts it in. The 76ers trail by 3. Now Carter Williams. 9 points last game out. Kicks to Noel. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Roberts. He's guarded by Noel. And Roberts kicks to Anderson. Pass to Davis. 6 to shoot. The 10-footer finds the target.
Wow.
And now a 5-point Pelican lead. And for Anthony Davis, a slender build. How he weathers the physicality of the NBA in some people's minds, Steve, is a question.
Well, it's always hard to predict when a player comes out of college after his freshman year just how much more he's going to fill out. But he's got broad shoulders. It looks like he's got the ability to add muscle. And I think as he does that, he's going to be probably best suited to play the power forward position long term rather than center.
Evans dishes to Davis. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Looking at Philadelphia, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Hawks in Atlanta.
Kevin, that game defensively was an absolute nightmare. They went into that building and just got blown out by a very hot team.
Well, they didn't defend those shooters like they should have. And once the fans got into it and the arena started rocking and thumping and bumping, things only got worse.
Here's Morrow. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Anderson with the ball. Anderson gets the screen from Allen. Anderson passes to Champ. Now a chance to see the NBA leaders in steals. You look at Champ, always dangerous on the court. He leads the league.
Defensively, his intensity just never drops. And you pair that effort with his natural ability. That's why he's right up there at the top.
Boy, there were a bunch of problems for Philadelphia last season, and a lot of them stem from the inability to score. Problems on offense typically make it harder for you to defend effectively, but also make it tougher for you on the road, too.
Smith kicks to Rivers. The pass to Aminu. Clock at 6. Plenty of space. Off the left rim and out.
Well, as far as jump shots go, that's as high percentage as it gets.
I'm not sure how that didn't go down.
And Clark, to the point you made about the 76ers, scoring was hard enough for them at home. But with 20,000 people booing you and playing on foreign rims, Steve, it got that much tougher for him away from Philadelphia.
Well, let's be honest, Kevin. The whole season went down the drain with Andrew Bynum's injury because the team was going to be built around him. And when you can't throw the ball into the low post and you've given up your athletes on the perimeter, now you have no identity. And I think that was
Stop, man.
last year.
1:35 left here in the first quarter. Here's Champ. Count the bucket. Champ's got his second bucket of the night. Last outing for the New Orleans Pelicans. It was a loss to the Jazz in Utah.
You know, on an ordinary night, I think they would have come out on top in that game. That's how well they played, but they just happened to run into a club that was playing at the top of its game.
And Steve, I think they get the win if that game had been at home instead of on the road.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Snatched away. Anderson right side. Here's Champ. He's guarded by Rivers. Here's Champ.
Oh my God! I got blocked, bro.
Them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
Yeah, it's a physical game, and so far the numbers show that they've got the edge on the glass.
It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession.
It's super defensive play. I mean, if that pass gets through, it's probably 2 points.
And he knew that. He knew if it gets through, it's a score, so that's why he sold out for it and got a hand on it.
Arnett Moultrie's checked in for the 76ers. Good.
Good job,
And
man.
the 76ers lead by 1.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
Rivers dishes to Aminu. He kicks to Rivers. That one goes. Count.
Defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
And it closely. And off we go.
You gotta be
Post-game
smarter
now
out there
starting the second
with
quarter.
your shots, sir.
And breaking
I
down
don't
some
want to see
numbers
if
here,
there's
the
another
hustle
bad shot
stats
for the
for New Orleans.
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
Now, they've done a really good job of getting their hands into passing lanes and coming away with some steals in the early going.
And so in the game for the 76ers, Champ, he's in at the point. Arnett Moultrie is out there with Royce White. Then there's Richardson, and it's Roten in at the 2-guard spot.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
And here's Aminu. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Utah.
I thought his rebounding was impressive as well, as he made some big boards, really helped out on the glass, helped his
Bye-bye.
team out big time.
Defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
Champ, the pass to Richardson. Richardson missing again. Pelicans leading by 3. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Morrow kicks to Thomas. Shot's good. Thomas got his first points of the game.
Well, they've settled into a pretty nice groove here offensively in the second quarter.
Yeah, I like the way they picked up the pace shooting the ball. I mean, the field goal percentage.
Miller dishes to Aminu. Here's Steamsma. The feed to Roberts. Allen with the rebound.
Yeah, he's surprised he didn't make that one because he had a pretty clean look at the hoop.
Got a piece of it. Stolen by Evans. Pass to Miller. Back to Evans. Here's Roberts. He dishes it to Evans. Steamsma passes to Evans. 6 to shoot. From about 16.
Wow.
He's good. Evans has got 8 points in the quarter.
It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but now he's definitely found his stride and rhythm.
Oh my
And
God.
New Orleans pushing it up now. Here's Roberts. It's blocked. They retain possession. It's tipped. And Steamsma kicks to Roberts. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Roberts got his second bucket of the game to go.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
Well, it's become one of the stories of the first half, Clark, just piling up points in the paint.
Here's Champ. He's covered by Roberts. One-on-one fast break. Cashes in for a double-digit lead. And now a 10-point New Orleans lead.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And if we see a few more of them, this game could be in danger of getting out of hand quickly.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Hey guys, Champ in their last game against the Hawks just played phenomenal. He finished with 28 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also came away with a season high for rebounds. What a show it was as he put up some really amazing numbers when it was all said and done. Even we marveled at his performance, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified, Clark.
Well, I know this opponent should be terrified because there's a good chance the momentum he gathered that night carries right over into this game.
Well, some of it will carry over. That's inevitable. It's just a matter of how much.
Miller outside. 4 on the clock. Here's Turner. And
Wow, good shot.
And now just a 4-point New Orleans lead.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Dishes it to Evans. Here's Roberts. 6 points for him. Evans inside. Working on Anderson. Shots good by Miller.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Here's Champ. He's covered by Roberts. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Their free throw attempts have really fallen off here in the second quarter. Not as aggressive.
Yeah, if they want to avoid going into the half of this deficit, they need to stop settling for these long jump shots and attack the rim.
New Orleans leading by 6. Morrow kicks to Aminu. Feeds to Thomas. There's the dish to Aminu. Pass to Rivers. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. The 3 from Morrow. And again, New Orleans with the triple. There's 10 seconds left in the first half of the game. Knocked loose. Thomas with the steal. And
Well, Jason, I saw you briefly talking.
And now, brought to you by Sprint. The Sprint
I keep
halftime report
having
presented by
a
Sprint.
lot of turnover, man.
New Orleans has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Evans and Anderson, the forwards. Ryan Roberts out there with Gordon. And it's Davis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Shot clock at 6. Here's Roberts. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Brian Roberts was a 27-year-old rookie last season, guys. He played his college basketball at Dayton. I watched him there and really thought he was outstanding as a collegiate player. Spent some years playing internationally.
We can win this game. We
Seemed to
step up
be
and make some
NBA
plays.
ready in his first season. He was a nice surprise for the Hornets as the backup point guard.
The 76ers trail by 8. Here's Champ, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off. That could give him a huge injection of energy, Clark.
And Kevin, that's exactly what they need right now. They've got to close the gap.
forget about that for a second. How about the burst to the bucket for a point guard? Boy, he can power those down.
Now the 76ers on the break. Here's Turner.
Come on, make it, bro. What the
Gordon
fuck?
with the defensive effort. Well, back to Brian Roberts, a good outside shooter, plays with composure.
Shot 91% from the line last year and 39% from long range. So, yeah, he does have a good shooting stroke. Also a good decision maker. I like the way he handles himself out on the floor.
Good D.
The rebound by Young. Young's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And Noel throws it down.
Now that is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best.
It's off his leg, and it's whistled a kick. Moultrie's checked in for the 76ers. Anderson comes in for Carter Williams.
Okay, finally, I'm back as a point guard, bro.
Anderson dishes to Gordon. Outside, Davis, 6 to shoot.
Good D.
Rejected
Wow.
by Anderson, and he gets it back. And there's Ryan Anderson on the assist by Gordon. Anderson's got 5 now.
Kevin, he does a great job of moving without the ball. And he gets a lot of good looks because of that movement. And as long as his teammates are setting screens and looking for him, he can be lethal from the outside.
And
That
wow.
is the key, Steve, but his release in those catch-and-shoot moments is also terrific.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Smith checked in for Davis. Lance Thomas comes in for Anderson. And Anthony Morrow subbed in for Eric Gordon. Kicks it to Rivers. Smith with it. Moultrie covering. Rivers passes to Morrow. To the right side. Here's Thomas. The teardrop falls in.
Yeah, not just an everyday finish. He put a little pizzazz on that one, guys.
Pass to Moultrie. Free throw line jump shot. And he
Nice.
wheels that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
Thomas kicks to Smith. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Smith's got his first 2 points of the night.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
Well, this game has been tough, Clark. I mean, they're getting after it. And I think they're starting to run a little bit low on energy, possibly.
The kick out to Anderson. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Dang, man.
New
He
Orleans
missed
leading
that.
by 6. Now, here's Aminu. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Rivers can't get it to go.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Stolen by
Dang,
Rivers.
man.
Thomas goes in. He feeds it to Morrow. Now the pass to Rivers. Here's Morrow. He has 5. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Smith. Rebound by the 76ers. And going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year.
And, you know, this is a team you want to capitalize on when you play them, but that wasn't the case last year. They split 2 games.
And let's take this moment to check out the point guards with the highest shooting percentage from the last 10 games. Well, you look at Champ, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks.
Well, he's been even more accurate with his shooting than he's been with his passing. Just a terrific percentage from the field for him.
And those shots aren't all coming from 10 feet and in. I mean, he's taking legitimate shots. I mean, it might seem like it because of his percentage that he's in close, but he's putting up those numbers from outside.
And to touch on Steve's point real quick, I'll bet they consider that game they lost to them to be, the one that got away.
And I would think there's no doubt they're going to be looking to rectify that and sweep them this time around.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Noel's checked in.
Perhaps that'll be the start of a turnaround because he's been ice cold from the line all game long.
Smith dishes to Morrow. He kicks it to Rivers. With the teardrop, he lays it in. Rivers has got the lead up to 8 now for New Orleans.
Boy, that floater takes such a nice touch.
To the paint. And that one's good. Noel. Noel's got 4 this quarter.
Well, you know, he has shot the ball well, but it has not been contagious. And his teammates, they haven't had the same groove, and that's why we're looking at this result so far.
Morrow, the pass to Smith. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. The 76ers trail by 6. Down low, here's Noel. Shot is no good. Some solid defense from Aminu. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Yeah, that's the right move. Get a good possession here, play defense, and get one more opportunity to score.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. The Pelicans have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far.
There were high hopes for New Orleans in what would be their final season as the Hornets last year, but they ended up struggling in part because they didn't win at home, but also they had some injuries that affected the team as well. They had the fewest home wins in the entire West.
Richardson, he's checked in for Anderson. Right side Turner, and stolen by Miller. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Rivers has got the ball.
He played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Here's Champ. 14 points for him. Misses from short range.
You know, his finishing ability leaves a lot to be desired, guys. He needs to take it to the basket stronger.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
This was a showstopper, wasn't it? Just a difficult pass to make, and he makes it flawlessly to set up that alley-oop.
Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Champ in a 2-guard. Richardson is out there with Young. Then it's Noel. And it's Carter Williams in at the point guard. The 76ers trail by 12. Now the feed to Richardson. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the New Orleans Pelicans. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Now here's Noel. He's closely, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
Just the shot they wanted. Point-blank range.
New Orleans leading by 10. Here's Roberts. And we played through about a minute here in the fourth. Anderson outside. Passes it to Roberts. Shot clock at 6. There's Gordon with the 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Young's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for them.
But it has to translate, Clark. If they're going to cut into this lead, they've got to convert those boards into points.
And Roberts kicks to Davis. Davis gets the screen from Roberts. Evans attacking. And that one's good. And the Pelicans lead by 10.
Part of this interior collapse we've seen defensively is the reason they've struggled, and they're trailing by so much.
Champ, the pass to Noel. Here's Champ. He's guarded by Davis. Kicks it out to Richardson. Young with the steal. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Here's Champ, covered by Evans. They get the rebound. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the free throw line. Don't give them an easy 2.
No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep them out of the lane next time around. What was supposed to be a fresh start for Jason Richardson last year never really came to fruition, guys. I mean, not very far into the year, he had a bad injury to his left knee and had to close things down for the season.
Back to Evans from downtown. Second chance shot in deep. Davis drops it in.
Boy, where was the box out? Too easy on that second chance opportunity.
Yeah, no box out is what happened there. Those kind of mistakes on the glass will kill a team.
And for Richardson, surgery last season to repair a cartilage tear in his left knee when he played for Philadelphia.
Well, in his prime, he was one of the most explosive leapers in the NBA. Former dunk contest champion.
Nerlens Noel. Taking 2 shots. Coming onto the floor for the 76ers. Chan.
It's stolen by Aminu. Here's Roberts. Charity stripe shot. Another one falls for New Orleans. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Pelicans.
Their activity at the defensive end, Kevin, has been really impressive. Attacking and coming away with steals.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
Fuck, another turnover,
Schedule is
man.
looking for Philadelphia.
What the
Their
hell,
next game
bro?
is
I
at
got
the
10
American Airlines
turnovers,
Center
bro.
in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour.
How am I supposed to do this without making a lot of turnovers, bro? Ang iyong kamay sa aking ibigay, lahat ng isip mo para sa ating paglalakbay. Sa ang mundo, wala nang iba, ikaw lang at ako.
And it's the 76ers coming in from out of town in this one. An interconference game today. You're in for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg.
They have a lead right now, but they're still plenty of them. What do you mean, bro? How am I supposed to do that, bro?
Now here's Noel. He's guarded by Davis. To the middle. Turner fires. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Philadelphia this year.
Well, it's their only look at this team all season for these fans, Kevin, with the interconference matchup that we have.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Brett Brown as he addressed his team. Perimeter defense was his main concern. He wants to take away the outside shot. That's what he repeated several times. No open jumpers. Well, it hasn't been pretty so far, but with those changes being made and the game plan still in the opening stages, they could easily turn things around. Kevin?
Thanks, Doris. Steve, talking about these interconference matchups. You just don't see these teams all that much. You're not familiar with the rosters as much, and they only get together, as Steve was saying, Clark, just twice a year.
And being the first meeting of that 2-game series you just talked about, the pressure is usually more on the home team to get the job done and not set yourself up to get swept when you visit their place later on.
Yeah, the referees all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there. Brian Roberts was a 27-year-old rookie last season, guys. He played his college basketball at Dayton. I watched him there and really thought he was outstanding as a collegiate player. Spent some years playing internationally, but seemed to be NBA ready in his first season. He was a nice surprise for the Hornets. as the backup point guard.
Count that one.
Nice.
Picture perfect with the turnaround. There's no stopping that shot.
Pelicans leading by 12. There's the steal to the left wing. Hunter Williams dishes to Turner. Passes to Champ. Got a piece of it. It's 2-on-1. All going up court. And good on the basket. Book it. Gordon's got his first 2 points.
And I'll tell you what, they've been a step slow here early on.
I agree with you. I mean, they're allowing too many open shots. They seem a little sluggish to me.
And again it will fall. Basket good there from Allen. Well, back to Brian Roberts, a good outside shooter, plays with composure.
Shot 91% from the line last year and 39% from long range. So, yeah, he does have a good shooting stroke. Also a good decision maker. I like the way he handles himself out on the floor.
Turner with it, and it's Gordon picking him up. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Champ, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Miami. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And, of course, Philadelphia. They're much further down in the standings right now.
I think for the 76ers, I mean, they've been off to a ragged start, and quite honestly, we expected this team to struggle to find wins, and we'll just have to keep an eye on them to see if they can get it turned around.
Well, nothing new for them, a team that's looking to rebuild, but that process hasn't been moving along as quickly as they might have hoped.
They grabbed their own miss. Rivers kicks to Morrow. Now here's Rivers. He's guarded by Roten. Rivers passes to Smith. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but their cutting, their movement together as a unit that's led to that.
Here's Champ. From down in the low post, it goes. And so here is New Orleans. They lead by 11. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
You know, on an ordinary night, I think they would have come out on top in that game. That's how well they played, but they just happened to run into a club that was playing at the top of its game.
And Steve, I think they get the win if that game had been at home instead of on the road.
Arnett Moultries checked in for Philadelphia. Well, these are the players you don't want to give any space to beyond the arc right now. The best long-range shooting guards in the past 10 games. And so it's New Orleans with it. Rivers with it. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Morrow kicks to Smith. The feed to Aminu. Just 5 on the clock. Got a piece of it. Here's Rivers. From 13 feet, it goes down.
I couldn't have dreamt of a much better start than what they've had here today.
Everything's worked, especially offensively, and what a lead they have already to show for it.
No good.
How is it a miss,
That's really
bro?
too easy a chance to miss, guys. He needs to be more aggressive and focused on his finishes.
Rivers with it. Now guarded by Champ. There's a minute 47 left in the first. Here's Morrow, covered by Roten. From the arc, it's blocked. And here we go. Roten heading to the hoop. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Well, as far as jump shots go, that's as
Why
high
did
percentage as
it
it
dunk,
gets.
bro?
I'm not sure how that didn't go down.
Rivers dishes to Steamsma. Rivers off a pick from Steamsma. Rivers passes to Morrow. Here's Aminu. Nailed from three-point land. Aminu's got his first 3 points of the game. Looking at Philadelphia, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Atlanta Hawks.
And Kevin, they were able to keep that game relatively close, but you could tell things were not clicking for them.
Yeah, I agree with you, Steve. I mean, it could have been worse, though. I mean, they didn't look fresh at any point in the game. Just seemed to be listless.
Smith on the wing. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
Well, Well, early on in the season still, but Kevin, it's time to take a look at where the 76ers sit right now in the league stats. First in assists, first in shooting percentage, and they're number 2 in rejections. This is a team that thrives on blocking shots and takes great pride in it.
Yeah, the one thing that really jumps out at me when you talk about all these stats, Clark, is the assists. This is a team that has been very unselfish. They're sharing the ball, they're moving, they're really getting a good flow to their offense. And as a result, they're finding pretty high percentage shots almost every possession.
Shot clock at 3. Champ the pass to White. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Pelicans leading by 14. Here's Morrow. He kicks it to Thomas. Pass to Rivers. Back to Thomas. Out to the wing. Now here's Rivers. 1 second left. The first quarter concluded. Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Pelicans?
Oh, he got blocked, bro.
Three-point line so far. Always nice to start out like that.
You know, we've seen them bearing their fair share of mid-range jumpers tonight, too. I mean, that's a good start for them.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So the Pelican 5 right now. We've got Lance Thomas, Ryan Roberts out there with Tyreek Evans. Then there's Al Farouk Aminu, and it's Davis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Offensive rebound.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Any extra possessions that you can get, either through steals or rebounds, are so critical in this game.
Right side, Thomas. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Champ, covered by Evans. The shot's good from Champ.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should really continue to work it down low, Clark. That's really going to free up the rest of their offense.
And Roberts kicks to Gordon. Hangs it from downtown. Gordon's got 5.
Back-to-back threes for them. The defense is slacking off a little.
It does look like their energy is lacking at this point.
Boy, there were a bunch of problems for Philadelphia last season, and a lot of them stem from the inability to score. Problems on offense typically make it harder for you to defend effectively, but also make it tougher for you on the road, too.
Richardson for 3. Young outside. Now the pass to Champ. Back to Young. Out of bounds. New Orleans will take possession.
Oh my God,
Good to look
nobody.
at some of the backstory here on the numbers. Here are the stats for Tyreek Evans. He's getting around 20 points per game, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. Well, when everything comes together for him,
No,
this
I
is
really
what he's
don't
capable
like the
of.
control here,
Unfortunately,
man.
it doesn't come together as often as we'd like.
Yeah, but when it does, it's really something to see, Steve. He's playing like one of the best players in the league at the moment.
Evan Turner. He's checked in for White. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Hey guys, Champ in their last game against the Hawks just played phenomenal. He ended with 28 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also came away with a season high for rebounds. Numbers like that make you anxious to see what he can do next time out.
All right, Doris, thank you. It really was a stunning performance, Clark. He was at his absolute best in this game.
Yeah, and the only thing about having a game like that, Kevin, is that it's almost impossible to duplicate it here tonight.
Well, nobody's expecting that far. They don't need him to do that. He's even half as good as he was that night. It should be enough.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. He dishes it to Allen. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And the rebounding numbers don't actually tell the whole story. I mean, they're barely ahead in that category, but when they've needed them, they've gotten them. They've really battled hard.
It's their work on the glass, Steve, that's prevented any kind of momentum swing.
Such a wide open look. Robert.
How am I supposed? I don't like playing a lot of games like this, bruh. I don't know how I'm supposed to do. Wala nang iba, ikaw lang at ako, handa kong ibigay.
And the players exchanging a few friendly words prior to tip-off, the getting-to-know-you stage of the proceedings. It's Saturday night and live on 2K Sports. We've got the excitement of the NBA for you tonight. Here alongside Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, I'm Kevin Hart. It's the Philadelphia 76ers and New Orleans. Now a chance to check out our starting lineup. Evans against Turner. Now Young inside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Nice soft touch to drop that one in.
Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Miami, things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And, of course, Philadelphia. Not really any threat right now as their record showing a lot more losses.
I think looking at the Sixers, they found wins really hard to come by. I mean, so far it's been the same story. They're one of the teams that is still looking for answers.
And after an offseason where they'd hoped they'd made some strides, the early returns have not been good, Clark. We'll see if they can get things heading in the right direction.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brett Brown said to his team. He expressed to his guys that defensively, they need to slow down the fast break. He said very plainly, we cannot let them get out and run. The other point he made was about defensive rebounding. He wants his guys to crash the glass and go after every rebound. He doesn't want to give up any second chance opportunities. Guys, we'll just have to watch how it plays out here in the first half. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you very much.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
New Orleans leading by 6. Anderson outside. There's the feed to Roberts. And the call will be against Thaddeus Young. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to, I think, tone it down a little bit at the defensive end.
Anderson passes to Gordon. Lets it go with a 3. Anderson's shot is off.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
Yeah, it's a physical game, and so far the numbers show that they've got the edge on the glass.
Feeds to Noel. Here's Carter Williams, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
And he just used his height that time down low. That's going to be pretty hard to defend against.
Steamsma checked in for New Orleans. Aminu comes in for Ryan Anderson. And Roberts kicks to Steamsma. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. And the Pelicans lead by 5.
He's so dominant in the low post. You just can't let him get the ball in there so tight.
Too easy. It was really simple for him to go to work there.
Here's Noel. The shot is
What
off.
the heck was that,
And New
man?
Orleans will come the other way. And this is the first season matchup for them against this 76ers team.
Well, it's their only look at this team all season for these fans, Kevin, with the interconference matchup that we have.
Evans with it. Now defended by Carter Williams. And it's Gordon missing.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Now here's Carter Williams. Not a lot of room. Noel passes to Champ. Noel dishes to Carter Williams. 5 on the clock. Here's Young, and that is good. Young's got his second bucket of the night. Steve talking about these interconference matchups. You just don't see these teams all that much. You're not familiar with the rosters as much, and they only get together, as Steve was saying, Clark, just twice a year.
And being the first meeting of that 2-game series you just talked about, the pressure is usually more on the home team to get the job done and not set yourself up to get swept when you visit their place later on.
Here's Champ, defended by Gordon. Here's Champ, and that one goes long. Last outing for the New Orleans Pelicans. It was a loss to the Utah Jazz.
Well, there was a lack of discipline on their part in that game, guys. They committed a lot of silly fouls, and it hurt them.
They sure did. I mean, they just didn't seem to figure out how to defend without fouling, Steve. That was just almost hard to comprehend. He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Young with the ball. And it's Gordon picking him up. Young passes to Champ. They set the pick. Off the screen. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That one's on Eric Gordon.
Nice work to get inside and draw the foul.
Yeah, it's obvious. The defense not going to allow many easy layups. It'll make you earn it from the line.
And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Spencer Hawes is checked in for Noel. Lavoy Allen comes in for Young. Anderson, he's checked in for Evan Turner. And Roten subbed in for
How is it
Carter
not
Williams.
foul, bro?
You know, guys, you look at Austin River, and he has the speed and elusiveness that you want from a player with his style and size. He doesn't have any problem getting by somebody to get into the lane. But for him to be a positive contributor, he's got to learn to finish with more consistency. And that's just a matter of work and time.
Here's Champ. He's coming off a 28-point game against the Hawks in Atlanta.
I thought his shot blocking was really the story. It seemed like he was everywhere, just sending back shot after shot.
Allen with it. Now Thomas defending. Here's Champ. Rejected
Oh,
by
I got
Rivers.
blocked.
And they're able to recover. New Orleans leading by 6. Rivers off a pick from Smith. It's stolen by Allen. And they're pushing it up. Here's Hawes, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
He didn't have to get off the ground very far for that one. The big man with the slam.
Well, he makes up for any lack of athleticism with that tremendous size, Clark.
Yeah, he's not exactly a smooth operator, but what he is powerful. And when he gets positioned in the lane, he can go up and get it done.
Here's Aminu. Excellent D there from Allen. And for Rivers, a great ball handler, but he's a little undersized and doesn't have that elite athleticism, I guess I want to say.
I think that made it tougher for him to adjust to the size of players at the NBA level. You know, he's got a scorer's mindset, but he needs to work on how he's going to beat his second defender. Maybe it's a pull-up jump shot, a floater, drawing a foul.
Champ, the pass to Hawes. And here's Anderson from the arc, and that
shot.
one's good. Anderson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
Now here's Rivers. Tight defense on him. Here's Smith. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. And the Pelicans lead by 5. Looking at Philadelphia, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Hawks in Atlanta.
Yeah, I thought their defense in that game was about as shaky as it could be. At home, that kind of defense isn't going to cut it. Never mind if you're on the road.
They really look tired to me.
What happened to my game? I see.
And I don't know if they had travel issues or if they were out too late, but something was amiss because they had no energy.
Rivers kicks to Thomas.
I like the call. I thought the defense was moving there.
Yeah, I think he slid underneath. Good blocking call that trip.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Lance Thomas at the line for two.
Now, here's Aminu. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Utah.
He got some huge points from the foul line, too, Kevin. He was very aggressive, generating contact and drawing fouls.
Well, Eric Gordon, when he's healthy, is really an explosive and efficient scorer. He's able to spread the floor with his three-point shooting, and he is relentless in attacking the rim for hoops when he's healthy.
And Gordon standing just 6'3", but with his powerful frame, he's able to power his way up into the rim.
Yeah, he's so good using his strength to get inside and draw contact to get to the line and finish plays in which he's been fouled.
Gordon is the two with Evans playing small forward. Greg Steensma is out there with Aminu, and it's Roberts in at the one. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Shots good. 7 points for Tyreek Evans. The 76ers leading by 5. Here's Champ. They set the pick. Inside. It's deflected and stolen by Gordon. Roberts dishes to Evans. Here's Roberts. Gordon kicks to Roberts. 6 to shoot. And it's Gordon penetrating. Launches a 3. There's the bucket. Good. Roberts got 6.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Here's Champ, defended by Gordon. Got a chance one there from Champ.
The defense didn't exactly try to fight around that screen, and that's why it turned into the easy basket.
Kicks it to Evans. To the inside. Roberts. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. He's got 8.
That's pretty much been the norm for them, getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
To the inside. And that one's good. Noel. And the 76ers lead by 4.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
Yeah, it sure has, Clark. With as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they really haven't had to do much on the perimeter.
Champ, the pass to Carter Williams. That's good. Carter Williams has got his second bucket tonight. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the 76ers.
Boy, their frenetic defense has really been impressive, putting a lot of pressure on ball handlers, turning them over.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Hey guys, Champ in their last game against the Hawks had a huge game. He finished with 28 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also came away with a season high for rebounds. Just numbers that really jump out at you in the box score.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
I agree with you there. I mean, he obviously hit on something that brought out the best in him, and you can be sure he's going to take the exact same approach in this one.
Definitely. And as confident a player as he already was, now he's got to be feeling absolutely unstoppable.
That's basketball 101, guys. I mean, elementary. Use the screen to free yourself, and then take it straight to the rack.
Yeah, very nice set play for him.
Well, that's using your head and using your your body.
Gordon with it. Now guarded by Champ. Here's Roberts. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. Roberts got 11 points.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
Yeah, in fact, 3 of the last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
To the paint. And again it will drop. Another make there from Noel.
Ran his man straight into that screen to open the lane up for the hoop.
Pelicans trail by 4. Here's Roberts. 11 points in the game. Pass to Evans. Clock at 6. Shoots the 3. Shot by Roberts, no good. The 76ers shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly.
Pelicans ended up being the name that New Orleans chose when it was all over. And I like the new look uniforms, but they had some other options as well that sounded pretty good to me. How about the brass? Because it gives nod to the music that New Orleans has popularized.
Well, Clark, a clear lane to the basket and the emphatic jam.
And that is outstanding attacking basketball.
Well, he had no choice but to take that one to the bucket.
Gordon kicks to Evans. Lets it go from deep. Count it. Philadelphia leads them. But now it's just 3 on the bucket from Gordon. Well, definitely a nice sounding name. Other options were the Swamp Dogs, Bull Sharks, the Mosquitoes. Steve, all in all, you have to think they went the right way with the Pelicans.
I don't know. My personal favorite was the Rougarou, Kevin. I don't even know what that means, but that was in the mix. Would have puzzled a lot of other people around the country besides me. But better than Mosquitoes, that's for sure. Pelicans was probably the right way to go.
Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. And we can look quickly at a group of rookies having a very good run. The top scoring first-year players in the NBA for the past 10 games. You look at Noel, second in the league, having an excellent season. And, of course, Champ.
Obviously, they're 2 of the hottest young players in the league right now, guys. They're both starting to refine the raw scoring ability they've always had.
Steve, I'd say they've both rounded into NBA shape very nicely.
Roberts dishes to Evans. Evans left side. Shot, high post, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Another season and another drop in the numbers from Tyreke Evans, including his minutes. But if you look at his percentages, he's the most efficient scoring of his career so far. A lot has been said about him slumping since his historic 25-5 rookie season, but fans should be encouraged by how he played.
Champ, the pass to Hawes. Left side, Turner. Rejected by Evans. And they get it back. That is good.
In the first, he had trouble hitting with any consistency. But here in the second, he's turned it around.
And Roberts kicks to Evans. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And for Tyreke Evans, a player who's had the ball in his hands his whole life, it's had to, be a tough adjustment, learning to play off the ball.
Yeah, I think that's been the big challenge. And he's not a great shooter, so players who are used to handling the ball and don't shoot particularly well, all of a sudden it's a really big adjustment trying to figure out that new position.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Allen's checked in. To the middle. Here's Hawes. And there's the call by the official. The basket here following the goaltending call.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Morrow comes in for Al Farouk Aminu. And it's Rivers in for Brian Roberts. Morrow dishes to Rivers. To the left side wing. And there's the rejection. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers have to retain possession here.
You take a risk with those long passes. They're lucky the D couldn't collect it.
The 76ers making a switch here. Anderson's checked in. Hawes, the pass to Richardson. Here's Champ, defended by Morrow. Here's Champ. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Hawes, no luck.
No excuses there. Got a really good look at the basket after being freed up by the pick.
We say it all the time. The execution was excellent. The result not as good, but good ball movement anyway.
Out of bounds.
7-6 ball.
And the first half.
Yes, guys, I'm here with Anthony Davis. And
Now, presented by Sprint. And it's the Sprint halftime report, presented by Sprint. The legendary Bourbon Street. Here's Champ, defended by Gordon. Here's Champ. Dishes to Noel. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Noel's got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, guys, it's his consistent shooting that's really helped get his team into the position they're in right now.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, Evan Turner and Thaddeus Young at the forward source. Champ out there with Carter Williams, and it's Noel in at the center. And again, no good by New Orleans.
And Steve, not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge too.
Yep, well deserved. I mean, they have worked their tails off on the glass.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
The defense has to make an adjustment. They got to string together some shots.
Wow, what a pass.
Force this team into some bad shots.
Grown man's power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of it.
Clark, that could be a catalyst for him.
I think you're right.
Well, we've seen these kind of plays get them going in the past, that's for sure.
Here's Champ. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Champ's got 8 points.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for them.
Inside, off the pick.
Oh, ridiculous. Tore it down that time.
One of the oldest plays in basketball made that dunk possible.
That's right, a terrific screen right there, Steve. Allowed him to lose his man and rock it to the rim.
Well, don't you love to see players working together in that fundamental play? Fun to watch.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. On the wing, Turner.
No, sorry about that, man.
Pass to Young. Back to Turner. 6 on the shot clock. He dishes it to Noel. Fades away. Again, Philadelphia.
All the points these defenders are allowing inside is inexcusable. That's 5 baskets in a row, and they've all been practically lay-ins.
Yeah, they've got to harden and toughen up down there, guys.
Evans kicks to Davis. Drills the baseline jumper. Davis has got 6. The 76ers leading by 13. And
What the fuck? How is it that I know, bro, man? Holy shit, why did I...
Early on in the season still, but let's take a look at where the Pelicans sit right now. 6th in free throw percentage, 7th in blocks, and they are in the top 10 in team points per game.
I'm impressed most with their free throw shooting that you talked about. This is a team that really focuses from the foul line. They shoot the ball well from there, and as a result, they're constantly looking to attack to try to get those 3 points at the free throw line.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Brett Brown as he addressed his team. He said to his guys, let's get serious about driving the lane and putting pressure on their interior defenders. That's where he sees the soft spot in this defense. He also went on to talk about protecting the inside. He does not want to see anything easy in the painted area. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
And thank you for that, Doris. Carter Williams, the pass to Champ. Outside Turner. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
You know, last year nobody was quite sure of the role Evan Turner would have, but as the season went on, he played his way into the rotation by earning the trust of his coach. I thought he made some good strides in his game.
And Turner, the number 2 overall pick back in 2010. Clark, it seemed NBA stardom awaited it so far. it just hasn't worked that way.
It's still on the horizon for him. You got to remember now, he's only in his 4th year. He's a terrific ball handler, rebounder, 6'7", can play the point forward position for you. The Sixers traded away Iguodala and handed him the reins, and I think sometimes you can do that prematurely. It'll be interesting to see how Evan steps into that higher expectation role now.
Champ, the pass to Moulton, and he gets it to go. And the 76ers lead by 14.
They've done a lot of good work with the ball, really moving both with the ball and moving bodies, getting quality chances at the hoop.
And they're not wasting chances when they get it. I mean, they're hitting their shot.
Stolen by Anderson. Outside, White. Back to Anderson. Pass to Champ. The dish now to Anderson. Here's Champ. He's got 8. Back to Anderson. Fires the 3.
Oh my God, he
And the
got
shot
blocked,
clock
bro.
expires. 24-second violation. Some changes for Philadelphia. Spencer Hawes is checked in for Moulton. And Allen subbed in for Royce White. Morrow dishes to Rivers. Shoots it. And he nails the jumper. Rivers has got 6. Philadelphia leading by 12. Here's Champ. Allen, a screen on Rivers. Here's Champ. He's guarded by Rivers. Champ, the pass to Roten. Hits it from three-point range.
Good job, man.
Roten's got his second bucket of the night. New Orleans has gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Here's Morrow. Here's Rivers. Allen with the rebound. Here's Champ. He's guarded by Rivers.
Wow, I missed that.
Trail by 15. He feeds it to Miller. Lots of room. And that's good. Miller's got his first points of the game. Philadelphia's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Here's Roten, and he gets it to go.
Good move, bro.
And the 76ers lead by 15.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
Love it. Old school. Just physical play in the paint. Dominate.
Now Rivers. He has 6. Here's Morrow. Another one falls for New Orleans.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
The 76ers leading by 13. Here's Champ. He's got 8. 1:04 left here in the third quarter. The pass to Allen. To the left wing. Roten kicks to Allen. Rejected by Aminu. And they force the shot clock violation.
What the hell are you doing, man?
And how about we check out the group of rookies with the best percentages from the charity stripe this season? Well, you look at Champ, one of the league's best, 3rd in free throw percentage.
He needs to continue getting to the free throw line as much as possible because he's pretty deadly once he gets there.
And that's what can take rookies a little time to learn, Steve. Knocking down your free throws is one thing, but getting to the line with aggressive, smart play is the hard part.
Here's Rivers. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Well, he's one of the toughest guys in the league to stay in front of. Just the speed, the athleticism, the shiftiness. He is really something.
Yeah, sublime quickness and fantastic hands make it a team effort to contain him, and he's that dangerous.
Jason Richardson, he's checked in for Roten. Here's Champ. An easy 2 points on the layup. Champ's got 10 points.
Just the shot they wanted. Point-blank range.
Pelicans trail by 14. 3 seconds separate the shot clock in game. Here's Morrow. He's covered by Anderson. Davis dishes to Aminu. New Orleans moving the ball around. Rivers passes to Davis. Here's Allen. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. 76ers lead by 14. From the New Orleans Arena, back in a moment.
Coming up.
And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Really.
The Pelicans have gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Evans and Anderson, the forwards. Ryan Roberts out there with Gordon. And it's Davis at the 5 down low. It's the Pelicans 5. He makes the Johnny from the left block.
That putback's about as easy as it's going to get. You have to put a body on someone down there.
Well, no box out. That's the result you get right there.
Kicks it out to Richardson. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
It was supposed to be a fresh start for Jason Richardson last year. It never really came to fruition, guys. Not very far into the year, he had a bad injury to his left knee and had to close things down for the season.
And for Richardson, surgery last season to repair a cartilage tear in his left knee when he played for Philadelphia.
Well, in his prime, he was one of the most explosive leapers in the NBA. Former dunk contest champion. He began to lean on his three-point shooting as his career went on. And a very productive player over the years.
It's stolen by Davis. And Champ gets the whistle that time. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
That's his 4th personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Gordon. He kicks it to Davis. Shoots from 14. Deflected by Noel.
He has not been on his game. And, you know, their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not helped the situation.
Here's Evans. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. And that's 11 points for Tyreke Evans. The 76ers leading by 17. Here's Champ. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Boy, he wanted everybody in the building to know who threw that one down.
Hanging on the rim is, I guess, one way to do it.
Well, it's the best way to do it, as long as you don't get teed up, I guess.
Evans kicks to Anderson from downtown, and that one's good. Anderson's got 10 points in just the second half.
Despite the troubles he had in the first half, he stayed composed and focused, and now he's getting it going.
He is capable, Clark, of some incredible athleticism.
And we just got a chance to see it on full display right there.
Well, you gotta love a point guard who can finish like a power forward.
Roberts dishes to Gordon. But they'll get another chance. And the shot is good. 10 points for Davis.
There's been a change in his game compared to what we saw in the first half. And he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
And Davis sends it back. The feed to Evans. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely.
Boy, he is a strong finisher on the fast break.
Yeah, he sure is. He remains in total control.
You guys don't want to guard me? Okay.
Defense just couldn't recover in time.
Yeah, the D pretty much went brain neutral on that one, Clark. Wouldn't
Yes,
you?
sir. I like that phrase.
Yeah, I don't use that phrase very often, but to me, that's what happened. He shifted the brain into neutral.
Yes, he did.
That was embarrassing. I'll tell you what, they are dialed in from three-point line here in the fourth quarter.
You called that one right. Causing some serious harm from long range.
Champ, and the layup's good off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 15.
Well, it's been a tale of two halves, hasn't it, guys? After a terrible first half, he's really picking it up.
Roberts passes to Gordon. The shot. And he overshot that one, missing.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Down low. Here's Champ.
Oh my God. I got knocked.
And a fast breakdown for the Pelicans. Gordon's running.
Gordon has it going tonight. He has 17 points, and he's added to his numbers by hitting 4 shots from the three-point line.
Well, 12 points from long range, so the defense has to figure out a way to defend him a little differently, try to get into his airspace.
Injury has always been the big concern when you talk about Eric Gordon, but if you're a team, you have to roll the dice on him just because he's such an explosive scorer when he's healthy.
Offensive rebound. Noel. That's good.
Nice.
Noel's got 12 points in just the second half.
Really alert play on the glass to get some second chance points. He's having one of those games we've become very accustomed to seeing from him.
And Roberts kicks to Gordon. The three. That's good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Roberts. Well, going back there at Gordon, Clark, you said roll the dice, and roll the dice the Pelicans did, matching the Suns' max offer, Steve, to get him.
Well, you know, he's had a history of injuries, and so it made the decision from New Orleans a little more difficult. And if you're Phoenix, you look back on it now and you think, well, maybe it's a good thing New Orleans matched, because Gordon missed most of last season in New Orleans.
Multiple possessions have been the story of the game, and even with the big lead, this team continues to be quicker to the ball. Boy, it's been a tough go in terms of fouls for him. And my goodness, you can't stay out of the way of fouls.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the 76ers.
Their defense has been outstanding, Kevin, closing out on shots, blocking a lot of them as well.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnover.
And Roberts kicks to Evans. Feeds it to Roberts. Off target from outside.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Here's Champ, covered by Evans. Kicks it to Richardson. It's stolen by Davis. Gordon with it. Now defended by Champ. Gordon dishes to Evans. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
That's pretty much how this game has gone. They've controlled the boards and looked to come away with the win right now.
Noel throws it down.
Look at that lead up and down the court. They have been in complete control all night.
And it's kept this building as quiet as a library. These fans have had nothing to cheer for.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Yes, Kevin.
Dang, I thought you got
Monty Williams was
injured.
just going over the
No,
plan of
that's
his
not well,
team.
bruh.
Their fast break offense has been lacking in his opinion, and he let his players know about it. Look for them to really start pushing the basketball. He also wants his players putting pressure on the defense with early offense. Lots of shots and an aggressive approach in general whenever they've got the ball. Likely the final major changes to their game plan as they try to make a late comeback here in the fourth. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Doris, thanks. And Clark, as you were saying before, they're controlling the inside presence, just overwhelming here today.
And I really thought that was the deciding factor, Kevin. I mean, they were just too strong inside.
And Philadelphia has possession. They led the game at one point by 20. Champ. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got his third rebound tonight. Here's Roberts. No luck. Great D that time from Turner. Deflects the pass. 1:56 left here in the fourth quarter. Doubled by Roberts. Pass to Champ. Shot clock at 6. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Puts it up from 12, but they get it back. Pass to Gordon. Back to Davis. Power down with both hands.
Carving out some space and eating a little glass at the offensive end while he's doing it.
You got it with a ferocious follow.
Yeah, but just another day at the office for him. That's what he does.
The shot by Turner, no good.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Well, this is going to end in a lopsided victory, obviously. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness and the ability to close. You really have to give it up for the 76ers.
Clark, their shot blocking turned out to give them a big advantage in this game.
Well, they were disciplined and focused, I thought, all game long, Kevin. Excellent defense around the rim.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily.
What's up, man? Little here tonight, eh?
Yo, I hate missing free throws. 2 in a row? That's just bad. Thanks, I appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good. All right. Problem, let's do this.
Oh shit. Oh my god, so that's how it works, huh?
Great. Now let's see if I can carry this in the next game. Thanks. Hey, I really appreciate you coming out here with me tonight.
Greetings, passengers. The captain has informed me we are about to begin our descent into the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Please prepare for landing.
Last game. Ang iyong kamay. Oh. Wakan mo.
We're here in Big B, Dallas, Texas, and outside a lovely look at downtown Dallas, bright as can be, sparkling. Hello, everyone. Get ready for NBA action live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. A quick check now at the starting lineups for both teams. And guys, what do you think?
So may auto.
Carter Williams with it. An 11-point game for him in the win against New Orleans.
Michael Carter Williams, the rare 6'6" true point guard. Both his mother and his stepfather are high school basketball coaches, so you know he's got a really good basketball IQ. That seems to run in the family.
Mavericks leading by 5. A chance now to go to Dorisburg, who had a chance to talk to Rick Carlisle.
I asked him what the main reason was for the disappointing record so far. He said, it's not that easy to put a finger on, but we seem to lack that killer instinct. We don't have the confidence to finish teams off, even when we've got them on the road. Let's see if they can change their luck tonight, guys.
Off start to the season, Doris. Right. Thank you very much.
Kevin, I think this is where the leaders on that team have to take control and assert themselves.
Oh my god, I got
Right, sending it back. up top in the game against Orlando. Very impressive. And it's Wright missing. For Carter Williams, unusual height for the point guard position.
Yeah, he's long. I think the main thing he'll need to do at the NBA level is really work on that outside shot. It's got a little bit of a hitch in it right now. And he's got to get that corrected, because if he does, he's got a chance to be special.
He's quick and he is athletic. And there's going to be a foul. He definitely made contact with the ball, and in doing so also got the body, so we'll see free throws here. Philadelphia shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the 76ers will go for a different look here.
Dallas usually does well against the Eastern Conference, and even in a year when they were struggling, that still was the case. The Mavs posted a 500 or better record against every division in the Eastern Conference.
The 76ers trail by 8. Champ, the pass to Anderson. He dishes it to Allen. Pass to Champ. 5 to shoot. Allen, a screen on Calderon. The 3. It's rebounded by Ellington. Dallas did finish 41 up and 41 down in the year, with 17 of those wins coming, Steve, against the East. Not a bad mark for him.
And you'll remember last season, it was in March when the Mavs started gaining a lot of ground and kind of put themselves into playoff contention. And a lot of those wins that month came against Eastern Conference teams.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Arnett Moultrie's checked in for Lavoy Allen. Luau comes in for Thaddeus Young. And it's Tony Roten in for Evan Turner.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
Yeah, me too, Clark. I think anytime you have success pounding the ball inside, you got to continue to go to the well.
Carter for 3. That falls. Nice feed this time from Jose Calderon.
Kevin, you look at how they've built this lead, and one reason is their outstanding shooting from beyond the arc. That's always a weapon.
Here's Champ.
How is it a miss, bro?
Misses in close.
Well defended, and he's not someone who responds well to that kind of defensive pressure.
Ellington kicks to Blair. Dallas moving it around. A 3 ball. And it's Carter missing. The 76ers trail by 11. Here's Champ. A 20-point game for him in the win against the Pelicans in New Orleans. Anderson passes to Champ. That was good. Champ's got his first bucket of the night.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Dallas leading by 9. Calderon dishes to Ellington. Good on the triple.
That's 2 straight quick 3-pointers they've allowed.
They better not make it 3 straight, because now all of a sudden you're looking at a hot streak.
There's the pick. Passes it to Moultrie. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession.
Wow.
And a quick review here looking at some numbers for Vince Carter. 2nd in 3-point field goal percentage. And there aren't too many guys more efficient offensively around the league. He's in the top 15 in field goal percentage.
And, you know, going back to his 3-point shooting percentage, he's been an absolute dead eye from distance. I mean, only one guy's been better than him, Steve.
The tray. Another 3 for Dallas.
They are making some noise from downtown, guys.
And they've got themselves a very nice lead to show for it.
Here's Champ. He's guarded by Blake. It's stolen by Calderon. Ellington kicks to Calderon. Soft touch it for Bucks. Calderon's got his first 2 points.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. The defense hasn't been able to set up.
Moultrie, terrific design on the pick foot, and he lays it in.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy do. Very, very well done.
Out to the right wing. And again, the triple from Carter. Carter's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Mavs. The 76ers trail by 18. Here's Champ, right now averaging 15 points a game. That's good.
And you can feel the pattern of this game, guys. They're working it inside, dominating in the paint, getting shots at will.
Well, 4 of the last 5 baskets, guys, have been of exactly that variety.
Carter outside. Another 3 for Dallas.
I couldn't have dreamt of a much better start than what they've had here today.
Everything's worked, especially offensively, and what a lead they have already to show for it.
Champ, the pass to Moultrie. It's stolen by Calderon. And here we go. Fast break. Calderon's got it. It's blocked, and they'll keep possession. That one goes. Come. Here's Moultrie. 1 second left. And yet the lay-in is good that time from Champ. And
Wednesday.
welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. Looking at Philadelphia, they took the win in their last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And guys, they could have won that game on the strength of their offense alone. It was that good.
And to do it on the road, too. I mean, with the way they just kept coming at them and coming at them, they kept that crowd out of the game the entire time. That's good work.
Dirk Nowitzki down low with Brandon Wright. Larkin out there with Ellis. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. That's in. The Dallas lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Carter Williams.
Nice pass. That one was right on target.
The Mavericks have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Ellis with it. Now guarded by Champ. It's tipped. Turner with the steal. Here's Champ, covered by Larkin. Young, right side. Here's Champ. Shot clock at 6. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And here now on the 2K leaderboard, the best distributors in the league. The point guards with the most assists per game this season. Here you look at Champ, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists.
You know, for the purists out there, he has really been fun to watch with the ball in his hands. He can make any pass on the court. He creates so many easy baskets for his teammates.
Yeah, you know, I'd love to know, Steve, how many of their baskets have come as a direct result of one of his passes. I know it's a bunch. Their offense isn't near what it is without him at the wheel.
Allen, that's good.
Seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse. Guys, Lavoy Allen out of Temple, a local Philly guy. The Sixers took him with the second-to-last pick of the 2011 draft, and he's really played consistent minutes for him.
The 76ers trail by 11. Here's Champ. 5 points in the game. And he goes in for the dunk. That could give him a huge injection of energy, Clark.
And Kevin, that's exactly what they need right now. They've got to close the gap.
Forget about that for a second. How about the burst to the bucket for a point guard?
God,
Power those down.
And for Lavoy Allen, mostly a spot-up jump shooter, but he knows how to throw his weight around inside, and he can provide some, at times, tough interior D.
Well, he's 6'9", but he seems to play bigger. Long arms and a strong lower body gives him the size and the leverage to be able to battle people inside.
Young, right side.
Looked to me like the defender didn't get squared up and get his feet set.
Good work by the officials. A nice call. That play can be tough to judge sometimes.
Thaddeus Young last season stepping into the full-time power forward role for the Sixers. Kind of a mismatch waiting to happen because he's undersized at 6'8", but way too quick for most of the guys guarding him.
Moultrie's checked in for the 76ers. Here's Larkin. Another 3.
Wow.
That is not an easy shot right there. He had to get it off over a taller defender.
A little bit of a rainbow 3, but like you said, it had to be with the size mismatch.
And for Thaddeus Young, with the league going more towards quickness and mobility, Clark, that's certainly going to fit his strengths well.
That is absolutely right. He's not a really strong rebounder. His lack of size does make him vulnerable to post up, but he's one of the best slashers in the game. In the end, the mismatches tend to usually play out in his favor.
And he gets it to go.
That was some skill there. Nice use of the bounce pass.
The 76ers trail by 12. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Hey, guys. Champ in their last game against the Pelicans got the job done. He had 20 points and also had an incredible amount of assists, really setting his teammates up every minute on the court. It was just a fantastic outing for him, and really there wasn't any way to prevent him from taking over the game. Fun to watch, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified, Clark.
Well, I know this opponent should be terrified because there's a good chance the momentum he gathered that night carries right over into this game.
Well, some of it will carry over. That's inevitable. It's just a matter of how much.
Even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Larkin kicks to Crowder. Let's go. And Dallas again with the bucket.
This has been a one-sided game in just about every area. The lead continues to grow.
Absolutely. Their offense and their D have been equal parts outstanding.
Dishes it to Young. He kicks it to Anderson. The pass to Champ. Stolen. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. Up the floor. Here's Ellington. No good. Some solid defense here from Turner.
And they forced the miss with that good defensive rotation. They're playing well together as a unit.
Champ, the pass to Young. Here's Champ. He has 7. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Just 3 to shoot. Back to Young. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. The 76ers making the switch here. 34 seconds left in the first half. Here's Calderon out to Marion. That ball's nice feed this time from Jose Calderon. Calderon's got his 5th assist in this one. The 76ers trail by 17. Here's Champ. Pass to Moultrie. Outside Turner. To the inside.
Good pass.
And yes, sir, that one drops. That's 10 points now for Moultrie.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half. Their interior defense getting exposed once again. How many open looks at the rim are they going to get?
A dominating first half of basketball.
Now, presented by Sprint. From the Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third.
You're hot, and that's certainly been the case for Young. He's got 14 points, and he's produced 6 points from the free throw line. That's nice work.
He's helping their cause, finding some easy points through penetration and attacking the defense.
We've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Evan Turner and Thaddeus Young at the forward slots. Richardson is out there with Champ, and it's Luol in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Harris with him. Now defended by Richardson. Harris dishes to Marion. Ellis kicks to Nowitzki. The 19-foot shot. The shot will not go. And Philadelphia the other way now. And this matchup with the Mavericks, it's the first meeting of the season.
Yeah, and you look back to last year, these two teams were very evenly matched. They split the 2 games that they played.
Going back for a second to your comment, Steve, and the standoff these teams played to last year, it may have been an indicator of how closely matched the teams in the middle of both conferences were.
Well, we know these 2 teams were certainly closely matched.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Pause is checked in.
Well, you know, when you play against teams in the West, you need to have a solid front court or you're going to struggle. And last year, the Sixers thought they had the answer with Andrew Bynum, but he never played a game for him, so they really struggled against the West.
Lock at 6. Ellis against Richardson. Ellis can't get it to go. The 76ers trail by 13. And trouble it was for the 76ers against the West, Clark, as you were talking about. They would end up with just a 12-18 record against the conference. And many wondering, Steve, what could have been.
Well, 12-18 isn't actually that bad considering the state of the roster with the injuries and the new players. So I thought all in all, the 76ers fought hard most of the year, but they just didn't have enough in the tank.
Devin Harris settling into a scoring combo guard role last season in Atlanta. He's quick off the dribble, is a streaky three-point shooter, and because of that combination, he's able to keep defenders on their heels.
And for Harris, his outside shot had been his weakness offensively. For the last few seasons, though, Steve, some of the best shooting from long distance.
Around 35%, in fact, from the three-point line the last 3 seasons, Kevin. So, he's not a lights-out shooter, but he's become respectable from that range. Unfortunately, his free throw attempts have diminished of late. Maybe he's lost a step athletically.
Ellis on top. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Harris, good, and the assist goes to Ellis. And it's 13 points for Devin Harris. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Rick Carlisle was going over with his team in that last huddle. Improving their inside game, particularly at the defensive end, is what he wants them to focus on right now. Getting bodies down low and forcing more shots to come from the perimeter. Probably a good time to make some changes with a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. Good. Harris has got 15.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they built this lead for themselves here.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Champ, the pass to Young. Richardson against Ellis. Here's Turner using his post move to get the 2 points. 8 points for him.
And that kind of power move has become a trademark for him.
Mavericks leading by 15. Harris kicks to Ellis. He feeds it to Nowitzki. Marion against Turner. They double team Ellis. Marion dishes to right. Here's Champ. He's got 9. Here's the screen, and it's Turner off the drive. Here's Champ. Just 5 to shoot. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Goes up on the top of the key. A second chance effort, and he lays it up and in.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
Harris with it. Now guarded by Champ. Kicks to Marion. Now the feed to right. Back to Marion. Ellis against Richardson. Ellis, the pass to Marion. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. Ellis has got assist number 5 here tonight.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
Wow, are they moving the ball right now? They look good.
The dish to Turner. Pass to Champ. Feeds it to Hawes. Richardson kicks to Young. Corner shot. Misses off the left iron.
Well, you have to get a hand into his face because that's his range right there.
Harris with it. Picked up by Turner. From deep. Another 3 for Dallas.
And their field goal percentage continues to climb. They've really shot the ball well here today so far.
Yeah, and it's all about quality shot selection, smart shot selection. They've been very patient on offense.
Champ, the pass to Young. They set the pick. He dishes it to Richardson. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Richardson's got 7.
Incredible. Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3 ball with one of their own.
Let's keep this thing going, guys. I love seeing a three-point battle like this.
Harris dishes to Ellis. Rebound rebound by the 76ers.
They've been able to get out to this lead without really getting a very reliable performance out of him from the field.
Here's Champ. 9 points in the game so far. Passes it to Richardson. From outside, off the mark. Dallas leading by 15. And Champ gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. And some changes here for the 76ers. White comes in for Thaddeus Young. And Roten subbed in for Turner. Now Ellis, averaging 19 points per contest. Nowitzki drives in. Some solid defense there from White. The 76ers trail by 15. Here's Champ. Buries it down low. Champ's got 11 points.
Well, the number one priority for a defense when you face this guy is to keep him getting anywhere from the basket because he's just so strong as a finisher.
And not only that, but he plays a huge part in their transition game. You know, getting the ball up court in a hurry is his first thought when he gets the rebound in his hands, and he does it very well.
6 to shoot. No luck. Excellent D there from Carter Williams. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Champ. 11 points in the game. He kicks it to Carter Williams. Second shot opportunity. Can't get it to go. Ellis with some nice D. And here they come. Pushing it up. And White with the block. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Champ, the pass to White. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Champ. He's covered by Lito. Here's Champ. Sean Marion grabs the miss. Marion's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And Champ gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his third foul so far. Arnett Moultries checked in for Philadelphia. Anderson comes in for Tony Roten. Calderon kicks to Nowitzki. Knocks down the 10-footer. Nowitzki's got his second bucket tonight.
Might as well just take it into his own hands and make that big lead even bigger.
Certainly was not the year the Mavs expected or had in mind last season. After retooling and expecting a playoff appearance, they ended up out of the playoffs and looking for answers.
Champ, the pass to Moultrie. From 15 feet away, that's good. Moultrie's got 12 in the game. Mavericks leading by 13. And here's Calderon. Dishes it to Nowitzki. The baseline J. And another basket for Dallas. And back to the Mavs, 24-17 at home, which is a solid record, but we have to be better than solid, I think, Steve, to get into the playoffs in the Western Conference.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Kevin. And you think about the Mavs' shortcomings last year. I mean, Dirk being hurt early, so they didn't mesh well. And then when he did come back, it probably was too much ground to make up. So hopefully Dallas can have a full season of health for Dirk and the rest of the roster.
Calderon kicks to Carter. Out to Marion. Offline with his three. The 76ers trail by 15. There's the pick. Now the basket, Carter Williams. Here's Champ. 11 points in the game. Just 5 on the clock. He feeds it to Carter Williams. And he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. Carter Williams has got 8 points.
Solid screen right there that freed him up for the jump shot.
Larkin kicks to Marion. Larkin, the pass to Marion. Here's Larkin. There's the triple. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Champ's got 5 rebounds tonight. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
Yeah, you know that Toronto game has a lot of attention on it.
Blocked. .114 left in the third. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2. Let's check out the leaders in field goal percentage as a team. The 76ers, number 1.
Kevin, I've always said shooting percentage individually and for a team is a function of the kinds of shots you get. This team leads the league in shooting percentage because 1, they have good shooters, but 2, they take high-quality shots. They're a very disciplined group.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Hawes comes in for Moultrie. Young is subbed in for White. Right inside. He's against Hawes. And Champ gets the whistle that time. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. 55 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Calderon. Passes to Wright. The shot's good on the assist by Calderon. Wright's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Champ, the pass to Hawes. Marion with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Calderon's got it. And that one's good. Calderon's got 6 points.
He had his choice of finishing moves there, and you just got to love the fact he went old school with the finger roll.
23 seconds left to play in the third. The feed now to Carter Williams. Anderson dishes to Young. 6 to shoot. Takes the 3. And it's Anderson that time on the assist from Thaddeus Young. And here's Calderon. He has 6. And it's blocked. But they recover it. Pass to Marion. Lets the 3 fly. Here's Wright. It's off. And here at the end of...
Coming up this...
Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
How about the creativity, guys? Terrific vision to pick out that pass and set up the basket.
Some serious creativity. Carter is out there with Marion. Then it's Brandon Wright. Then it's Devin Harris. And it's Ellington in at the 2 guard. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks.
Well, give credit where credit is due. Terrific assist inside.
Here's Champ. They set the pick. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a nice look.
Poor job by the defender to not fight over or around that screen.
Ellis is checked in for Vince Carter. Dallas leading by 13. And it's Harris off the drive. And that one's good. Right.
They're getting on the roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
The defense has to make an adjustment. They've got to string together some stops, or at the very least, try to force this team into some bad shots.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
A lot of action in this one for Champ. He has 14 points and a huge helping of assists as well.
Now he's a maestro, Clark, and the conductor of this offense, putting on a fantastic performance.
Well, there's a new ownership group in Philadelphia as of 2011, and in this offseason, they pulled the trigger and brought in new leadership in the front office. Looks like they're jumping on the analytics bandwagon, hiring the former brain trust of the Houston Rockets.
Intercepted. Richardson kicks to Turner. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And back to the Sixers. I guess for the Wall Street ownership group, going mathematical is something they would must be pretty comfortable with.
It's something that a lot of teams are going to now, Kevin. The new owners, a lot of them businessmen, they want to turn to math to try to figure this whole thing out. Bottom line, though, is it's a combination. It's not just stats. It's talent, stats, chemistry, coaching, a lot of things that goes into winning.
Here's Wright. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Ellis has got 6 assists in the game.
You don't need much range to hit from that distance, Kevin.
Here's Champ, guarded by Harris. Here's Champ. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Champ's got 10 points in just the second half. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Harris with it. Now guarded by Champ. The drive by Ellis. Right, the pass to Harris. And he's good on the three ball. Harris has got 21.
Getting the feel out there from long range, guys. That's his second three of the half.
Here's Champ, guarded by Harris. The kick out to Young. Pass to Champ. The dish now to Hawes. Just 4 to shoot. 7-foot shot. And Wright pulls it down. Wright's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Knocks it loose. Here's Champ. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Boy, there were a bunch of problems in Philadelphia last season, and a lot of them stem from the inability to score. Problems on offense typically make it harder for you to defend effectively, but also make it tougher for you on the road, too.
Dallas making a switch here. Nowitzki's checked in. Harris with it. Now guarded by Hawes. Ellis dishes to Harris. Nowitzki kicks to Mary. 6 on the shot clock. The drive by Ellis. And good coming on the assist from Devin Harris. And that's now 6 points for Monte Ellis. And Clark, to the point you made about the 76ers, scoring was hard enough for them at home. But with 20,000 people booing you and playing on foreign rims, Steve, it got that much tougher for him away from Philadelphia.
Well, let's be honest, Kevin. The whole season went down the drain with Andrew Bynum's injury because the team was going to be built around him. You can't throw the ball into the low post. You've given up your athletes on the perimeter. Now you have no identity. And I think that was the issue for Philly last year.
Even with the D lurking, he made it look easy with the soft finger roll.
Here's Champ, guarded by Harris, and taken away by Ellis.
So what the fuck?
And here we go. Ellis has got the fast break chance. And here they go. It's Timp. Harris passes to Nowitzki. And it's Ellis penetrating. Kicks it to Marion. Pushing it up. Here's Champ. And the layup is good. Champ's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Well, his scoring this quarter has been off the charts. And the complexion of the game as a result may change.
Harris with it. Now defended by Champ. Harris kicks to Marion. And another basket for Dallas.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Boy, the ball movement's been fantastic here the last few possessions.
Here's Champ, guarded by Harris. Champ, the pass to Richardson. It's up a 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Nowitzki's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Marion dishes to Harris. Ellis outside. Wright, left side. And there's Devin Harris on the assist by Wright. 24 points for Devin Harris.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist number. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
Inside. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. Marion with the ball. Harris with it. Now defended by Richardson. Harris kicks to Ellis. Now here is Harris. Shot clock at 6. That one goes. That's 12 points for Dirk Nowitzki. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Dallas?
Their activity at the defensive end, Kevin, has been really impressive. Attacking and coming away with steals.
Yeah, I think you also have to give them a lot of credit for how well they've risen up to meet shooters to challenge shots in this game. A lot of blocked shots tonight.
Here's Champ. The 76ers again can't hit it. Mavericks leading by 21. Harris outside. Wright with it. He's against Hawes. Wright, the pass to Harris. To Wright. Dallas moving it around. And it's Harris off the drive. Releases. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. It's on Thaddeus Young.
Talk about great numbers. For Harris, he's got 24 points, and he's hit 4 from beyond the arc. A weapon with those three-point shots.
Yeah, you said it. I mean, he is using the long-range jumper to deadly effect, Clark.
Young dishes to Hawes. Passes it to Champ. They need this. And it's blocked by Wright.
Good rebound there, but overall, they're getting outworked on the glass.
Steve, I think that's what you'd expect, seeing what the score is.
That lead pass allowed him to get straight to the hoop without losing any momentum.
Ellis with it. To the wing on the left. There's the steal. Richardson, good.
Quick hands on the steal, quick feet on the break.
Costly mistake to fork that ball over and then not get back on D.
Ellis kicks to Nowitzki. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it.
It hasn't happened as quickly as he would have liked, but he's finally putting some points on the board in this game.
Champ, the pass to Hawes, and that one's good.
You know, they're being very one-dimensional right now, going to the post every time, but if it works, you don't need another dimension.
Well, they're taking this defense to task, quite honestly. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
And Champ gets the whistle that time. That will be foul number 5 on him. Marion outside. Wright outside. 6 on the shot clock. Marion with it. Now defended by Richardson. And here's Ellis from beyond the arc. Offensive rebound. Out to Marion. Harris outside. Ellis outside. Right side. And it's Harris off the drive for 3. Ellis. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got his 8th assist here tonight.
What a final quarter they're having from downtown. Just threes raining in from everywhere.
Yeah, work that perimeter. Work it good. And they might as well milk it while they're hot.
Richardson, good.
I'll tell you what, he's enjoyed a very good day shooting the ball so far. He can bring them right back into this.
Dallas calls timeout.
Yeah, clearly they were starting to show signs of fatigue, so coach wanted to give them a second to get their win back.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, over that break, I listened in on Brett Brown's huddle. He wants to see a more open, aggressive approach offensively. He told his guys they're playing it too safe, trying to be too precise. He also doesn't want them to forget the importance of playing aggressive defense on the perimeter and contesting every outside shot. A few late-on-the-fly adjustments as the situation gets more desperate for them. It's going to be a tough hill to climb, guys.
Thanks a lot, Doris.
I give him credit. He didn't have much confidence going in the first half, but he's picking up the pace here.
Richardson against Ellis. Feeds to Wright. The open shot, Ellis. Again, the Mavericks score. Timeout called, the 76ers. Look at Devin Harris. He's really been playing well.
He's dialed in from long range. They got to stay in his hip pocket and deny him the catch.
This is to Richardson. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Mavericks leading by 16. Ellis dishes to Marion. 1:52 left to play here in the 4th. Here's Harris. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Philadelphia has gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. From the inbound, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Checking out the game Evan Turner is having. He has 9 points and 2 steals. He's giving them a lot with his passing and with his defensive work.
He's been so active on the court at both ends and really playing a nice game.
This last summer, the Mavs asked fans to submit some redesigns of their uniforms for future use. Always kind of neat to see when a team and organization reaches out for the fans' input.
And this is what they wanted, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. And I think it can be considered a statement win for the Mavericks.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That certainly was their main meal, their bread and butter, if you will.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season. And back to the Mavs, definitely a big move by them to reach out like that. Nothing like bringing crowdsourcing to the NBA and building a bridge, Steve, with your fan base.
Kevin, I had a chance to see some of the designs of the uniforms that were being suggested. Some pretty sharp-looking duds, but there were some other ones that were absolutely hideous. So let's hope the decision-makers in the Mavs organization pick some of the, let's say, the more clean-looking new uniform suggestions.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And there's the pass to the wall. Here's Champ. He's covered by Crowder. Here's Champ. Plays it up and banks it in.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
Dallas has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Calderon kicks to Blair. Here is Ellington, defended by Rote. 5 on the clock. And it's Carter penetrating. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, the defender draped all over him.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
Carter hits them both. Here's Champ. He dishes it to White. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J.
If this had come earlier, they might have been able to get back into it.
Yeah, but as it is, too little, too late.
So we see the Mavericks taking...
Jose, obviously the offense was very
Dang, man, I'm still 28 minutes, bro. Okay, that's it. Is he injured? Dang, we lose a lot of games, man. On the block. Philadelphia no. I guess that's it. Where's the exit?